Why did the United States buy Alaska? On this day in history, January 3rd, 1959, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a special proclamation admitting the territory of Alaska into the Union as the 49th state. Indigenous people had inhabited the region that would become Alaska for centuries. Those living there were experienced in hunting, fishing, and gathering. Due to the harsh and cold climate, they became accustomed to moving seasonally to follow food sources, building unique shelters called igloos, and creating tools and art from natural materials. The tribes in the region had a deep reverence for nature and formed a spiritual connection with the animals of the land, which guided them throughout their lives. In 1741, a Russian expedition led by Danish navigator Vitus Bering sighted the Alaskan mainland. Due to its proximity to Russia, many hunters began making incursions, and the native Aleut population suffered greatly after being exposed to European diseases. In 1784, the first permanent Russian colony in Alaska was established on Kodiak Island, and by the 19th century, settlements had spread down the west coast of North America. Slowly, Russian activity in the New World declined, and by the 1860s, Russia was broke and decided to offer Alaska for sale to the United States, which had previously expressed interest in purchasing the region. So, after negotiations, Secretary William H. Seward signed the treaty with Russia, purchasing Alaska for $7.2 million. Despite the bargain price, the purchase was ridiculed by Congress and earned the press nickname Seward's Folly. The territory remained sparsely populated until 1896, when the discovery of gold brought many settlers to the area, hoping to cash in on the rare metal. Eventually, the conversation about statehood began, and concerns arose that needed to be addressed before such an idea could be put to paper. The most significant problem, especially in the 1950s and at the height of the Cold War, was that Alaska was only miles away from the Soviet Union, and the territory's national security was at risk. Another concern was that 99% of the area was public land owned by the federal government. Had significant compromises would have to be made to transfer and maintain the land by a new state government. Due diligence was conducted, and after the House and Senate passed various statehood bills, President Eisenhower signed the bill in July of 1958 and announced Alaska's official admittance as the 49th state on January 3rd, 1959. If you've learned something, consider dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Your support would mean the world to me.